you a bit stiff from that old Yorkshire geek, and excuse my voice, I'm getting over a cold. I've had it for about 3 days now, and I think I'm just getting over the top of it. Still got a bit of a cough, so I may cough during the stream, so I'm brushing away toast crumbs. Anyway, happy Revenge of the 5th. I missed May the 4th be with you yesterday, didn't I? Because of this silly ailment. Oh, I was poorly yesterday, but anyway, by the by. Today, excuse me, told you, didn't I? Today, I'm going to be reviewing a quick review of Tales of the Empire, and then we're going to look at the Acolyte trailer. So we're all Star Warsy today. Right, so let's get on with it, shall we? So I'm going to review Tales of the Empire first. I'll get the trailer up, and we'll have that playing with no audio. So there we go. Just while I review. Right, when I press the button, I know what I'm doing. There we go. Right, so here we go. Tales of the Empire, which wasn't really Tales of the Empire, to be completely honest. It was Tales of Morgan Elsbeth and that Jedi that blew up the Jedi Temple, whose name I've forgotten. And that's all it was. It was 3 episodes of one and 3 episodes of the other. The Empire was involved peripherally, and Darth Vader sat on the throne. And that was about it, really. I didn't hate it, but I just don't think it should have been called Tales of the Empire. If I want to see Tales of the Empire, I want to see loads of Star Destroyers, crushing worlds, the jackboot of imperialism, marching across the galaxy, etc. That's what I wanted to see in Tales of the Empire. Not a flashback to the Clone Wars, like we just saw there. But as a whole, I didn't hate it. I quite enjoyed it. They had to throw in a transgender Jedi. I'm sure we'll see more of those in the future. Odd that we didn't see them in the past, but never mind. Anyway, that's it. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I thought it was pointless. I think Dave Filoni's just setting up future things, to be honest, in this. He's setting up the Day Sisters, or whatever you want to call them. Who were on Dathomir, the same as the Night Sisters, or whatever. And this that we're seeing there, that ex-Jedi, I forgot her name. I have genuinely forgot her name. Who became a Inquisitor and then decided not to be an Inquisitor anymore. By the way, spoilers. Decided not to become an Inquisitor and just became a goodie, and then died. That were it. So there we go. I didn't hate it, didn't love it, thought it was pointless. Here we go. There's Darth Vader with his one scene. There she is. So there we go. So we'll leave it at that. There we go. Tales of the Empire. But it wasn't really Tales of the Empire. It was just Tales of other things. Anyway, so that's that. If I give it a score, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10. It was, I didn't hate it, but I didn't think it was particularly good either. So there we go. Right, so on to the Acolyte trailer. The proper trailer dropped, not a teaser, it's the official trailer, it says. So we'll look at that first, we'll watch it first, and then, because it's not a long trailer, it's only like 1:50. Like, trailers are usually like 2.5, 3 minutes sometimes, aren't they? But anyway, I have seen it, so it's not a reaction. And you know what? Excuse me, it's not a bad trailer. We will see if the series matches it. But anyway, so I'll go full screen on that. And we'll watch it, and then I'll lock my big fat gob. Right, off we go. Play.
Last night, a Jedi was murdered.
The Jedi justify their galactic dominance in the name of peace. But that peace is a lie.
Jedi are being hunted.
She was my student. I trained her. Let me be the one to bring her in.
I sense this is only a small part of a larger plan. Some sort of shift to tip the scales. It's time to face the past. Destiny is not decided for you by an anonymous force. If you want to pull the thread and change everything, then pull it.
What are you?
So there we go. So that's the trailer. Right, let's go through it then. I was going to say something. If you saw me go, ooh, I was thinking of something, but it can't be. So I was wrong. Right, so we begin with a sunrise over a hill and trees and stuff. I don't know, but anyway. Then we're told. Hang on, shall I put subtitles on? Then we know what's going on. There we go. Now, let me mute it. There we go. Last night, Tassie Lower. I don't know any of the character names, by the way, in this. So we've got somebody called Tassie Lower. Excuse me. Sorry, I told you I'm not so well. Last night, a Jedi was murdered. So it's going to be like a Poirot thing, isn't it? You know, a mystery, Agatha Christie sort of thing, maybe. But so last night, a Jedi was murdered. Is that 5 seconds? Why is 5 seconds so long in trailer land? There we go. And we see a lightsaber on the ground, on the floor. And then this, some sort of knife, and it is force pulled up out of the floorboard. There we go. So they were murdered by another force user. Dun, dun, dun. And then it tells us from the studio that brought you The Mandalorian, Andor, and Ahsoka. Odd that they don't mention Obi-Wan Kenobi, isn't it? That kind of tacitly tells me that we're going to see more of The Mandalorian and Andor and Ahsoka, but we're not going to see any more of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's kind of how I look at it. But anyway, here we go. There's the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Remember, this takes place, by the way, they've said about 100 years-ish, give or take a decade or two, before the events of Phantom Menace. So that's why I went. I thought one of the characters were one that we'd just seen in Tales of the Empire, but unless they live a really long time and don't age, then they can't be. But anyway, where were we? All right, we see the Jedi Temple, and we learn that somebody's talking about the Jedi, much like, excuse me, Palpatine were explaining the Jedi to Anakin in Revenge of the Sith or Attack of the Clones, whichever. It was like dissing the Jedi, wasn't it? This is somebody else saying that the Jedi justify their galactic dominance because they've got super duper powers and all that, and they pretend to be good. Here's somebody climbing up a wall. Looks like actually, this looks like somewhere. Have we seen this in Andor? Was this in Andor last season? It looks similar, doesn't it, to one of the sets that they used in Andor? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Here we see Carrie-Anne Moss. Deflecting them blades. Remember the blade that we saw that were force pulled out of the ground floor earlier on. So she's obviously been attacked by, presumably it's Amandla Stenberg's character, who looks nothing like we saw her at is it Star Wars Celebration, where she appeared in a kind of a Padme Amidala type outfit, all white. And in this, she's looking, like a badass. I must admit, she does look good in this. She looks better in this. So will she change as the series goes on? I think it's only 6 episodes, isn't it? Or whatever. Or 8, I can't remember. So will she change as the series goes on and become a goodie in white? I don't know. But is it going to show her? No, I've probably gone past it, haven't I? Where is it? I've still not seen it, have I? Oh, I'm hopeless. There she is. And she does look kind of, I mean, I must admit, she's kind of hot. I must admit. Even though is she transgender? Or is she just non-binary? I don't know. I get confused, but she looks very attractive, I've got to admit. In a baddie kind of way with the braids and stuff. Right, another sunset or sunrise. Lots of that in this, There we go. Yord. Jedi are being hunted. Who's Yord? I have no idea. I don't even know his name. He's the one from Squid Game, isn't he? That's the character I was thinking, oh, did we see him? Sorry, them in Tales of the Empire. Because there was a character that looked a bit like them. That was the presumably the transgender one that were in Tales of the Empire. Did I say Jedi before? Tales of the Empire, I mean. They kept referring to them as them and they, and I thought, oh, a transgender Jedi. A bit on the nose, but anyway. Jedi are being hunted, and then obviously they must know it is. They must know it's the Amanda Stenberg character because the Squid Games fella says, I trained her, so I will go after her. So there. I don't know what's happening here. Can't remember. Getting the weapons. Oh, there we go. I guess that's some sort of training thing, I bet. She's not actually murdering somebody. I bet she stops. Or they stop. Whatever. I don't know. I'm going to say she because she looks like a she. Is that a lightsaber in the ground? I don't know. It looks like it, doesn't it? Or something. I'll probably get corrected on that. What else? These look like baddies, don't they? Master Sol. Is that the Squid Game guy? Don't know. She was my student. So here we are. I don't know who these are. They kind of look bad, don't they? Is that a Zabrak? Like Darth Maul. A female one, obviously. I thought the female Zabrak were I don't know. It's all confusing, isn't it? Because we saw Darth Maul and his brother on Dathomir, didn't we? And they're Zabraks, but the Night Sisters, it was kind of... It said that they were the male versions of the Night Sisters, but obviously they're not. I don't know. It's all confusing to my old brain that's got a cold. There we go. That's where we're seeing him teaching her when she was young, giving her her very first... but it's called that, but it comes in a box saying, my very first lightsaber. In kiddie fonts. Oh dear, I bet it does. What else we got? There she's looking hotly bad again. There he goes. He's going to bring her in. Cool spaceship that separates. I don't think we've seen that in Star Wars before, have we? This ship separates and heads down to a planet. I don't know why. Why can't it just all land? But I don't know. Just doesn't. They're probably baddies because they're all in black. Is this whatchamacallit? Acto, the island on Acto. Looks like it, doesn't it? So they're going to see somebody. Obviously not Luke. Unless he's sent his spirit back in the past. You never know these days, do you? They haven't, I'm kidding. They wouldn't have thought of that. So on June the 4th. So I wonder why they picked May the 4th for Tales of the Empire to premiere and not the Acolyte. Don't know. Maybe because it's May the 4th and not Revenge of the 5th. I don't know. Since this is supposed to be about baddies. Anyway. Cool spit. Good effects, obviously, as you'd expect from modern Star Wars. Cool effects, spaceships and stuff. Are we going to see space battles? Don't know. I think, didn't they say there's no blasters in this? It's all lightsabers or hand-to-hand or, vibro blades or whatever. I don't think we're going to see any blasters. We've got to at some point. Somebody's got to use a blaster. At least, an enemy on one of the Jedi or the Dark Force users, whatever you want to call them, Sith. There she's got, what's that? I bet, is that on a chain? Is that a part of a necklace? I bet that's important. Don't know what it is. But I bet it is. Obviously, some sort of dam type structure. Obviously, it's not a dam, but it looks like one, doesn't it? Blowing up. So, was it 603 Squadron? I can't remember. Sci-Fi Quest will let me know. They were the dam busters. Have they been attacking it? Excuse me, sorry. Obviously, burning stuff. That kind of reminds me of that scene in Tales of the Empire with Morgan Elsbeth. That happened in the burning forest at the beginning. During the Clone Wars, they're heading to Helm's Deep there, obviously. That's where they're going. They're going to Helm's Deep. There's Carrie Ann Moss again. She's got is that a beauty spot, or is it some sort of tattoo, or is it just a blemish on the film? It'll be digital, I know. Mother Anise Windgrace Anise Sayer. check his channel. He's got an Anise video. Destiny is not decided for you. Oh, is it her? Yes, patriarchy, yes, that's her, isn't it? Don't ask me her name, I've forgotten. I can't have no brain function at the moment, which, is as usual, I suppose. Blaster, there we go. I knew there would be a blaster. I thought there were no blasters in this. Oh, the trailer's proving them wrong. Let's have a look. I'm going to go back again and see if we can see it firing. Yes, so there are blasters in this, not his blasters, there are blasters. I like this shot of it scraping through. Is it like some sort of ring system it's traversing through or something? But it looks kind of cool as it skims and agitates the debris in the... I say it's rings. I don't know if it is. I don't know. It could be just some cloud. I don't know. Of debris or fragments of whatever. There you go. If you want to pull the thread, I don't know, pull it. Oh, I can't remember what she says. Somebody's got a knife to their throat. Not a vibro blade, I don't think. It's just a regular old blade. Something blowing up. More flames. Change everything. Here we see all the Jedi igniting their lightsabers. There's a Squid Game guy igniting his. And then he says, what the hell are you? I can normally do that in a really good voice, but not at the moment. They're all looking. Here we go. Some sort of Sith Lord. Wonder who this is going to be. I don't know. Maybe people know already and they'll put it in the comments or whatever. But you know what it gives me? It gives me kind of a, you know the film Nightbreed? Where the baddie, played by David Cronenberg, wears kind of a mask with a zip for a mouth. Kind of reminds me of that. I bet that's deliberate. But anyway, it looks like a baddie with some sort of helmet with, whatever that is. It looks like teeth. But anyway. And this is what he says, what the hell are you? That's a Predator reference. Master Sol. Then it ignites its lightsaber. Of course, it's red, and people will be going, it's red! And then we go, the Acolyte. So there we go, Star Wars, the Acolyte. Right then, I'm going to get out of full screen now. We're going to see what the ratio is, because I think this is on the Star Wars channel. Yes, it is. Look at that. It's been ratioed. Can you see? 47,000 upvotes, 54,000 downvotes. Officially ratioed. But I thought it was a good trailer. People are not liking it because, essentially, because of, the run-up to it has had lots of messaging, talking about, what's her face? Leslie Yee Headland has been saying she's using the show to, highlight her queerness. That's her words, her queerness. So, but we didn't see any of that in the trailer. We saw no messaging. It was just telling us. It was a good trailer. I enjoyed the trailer. It was telling us essentially what the story were about. Somebody's going out killing Jedis. It's the Sith are coming. It seems Sith are rising again, or whatever it seems, and that was it. That's all we needed to know, didn't we? We saw some nice spaceships. We saw some nice planets, etc. Maybe planets we've never been to before. Thank God we're not going back to Tatooine. I bet they mention it. But there we go. But it has been ratioed because I think people are expecting it to be rubbish because of the messaging, and it could do a what they call it, bait and switch, where we've got a good trailer and the series could be absolute garbage. So there we go. Anyway, but the trailer were good, so I'm kind of not looking forward to it. I suppose I am in a way, but I'll give it a go. So the first 2 episodes on June the 4th, I will give it a go. If it's like the trailer and it ends up being good, I will say it's good. I'm not going to say it's rubbish just because it's Leslie Yee Headland, former personal secretary or whatever, personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein, just because of that. But anyway, what are the comments saying? What are you? The spider your mum was researching the Amazon right before she died. Yay, Madam Web. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. So there we go. Hang on, is that going to say something else? There we go. 2 episode premiere June the 4th. So we're getting the first 2 episodes. So there we go. Right, we'll leave it there. So I'm looking forward to it. In a way. Not especially, but if it's like the trailer and it's decent and there's not full of messaging, I'll be happy. And I'll say I enjoy it, and I'll give it a score of whatever. But as we go, we will just have to wait and see, won't we? But I'm not gonna give it a downvote. I'm gonna give it an upvote. Sod it. There we go. I've given it an upvote because the trailer's good. I'm not gonna give it a downvote just because of who's the showrunner and what they've said in the run up to it. I'll let the trailer speak for itself. Right, we'll leave it there. So, as I said, this is Revenge of the 5th. It's May the 5th today. What is it? What do the Mexicans call it when they do their Day of the Dead? That's a Mayo de Cinco, whatever they call it, isn't it? It's that as well. I can't speak Spanish, sorry. Por favor, that's about my my Spanish. Yes, it's Revenge of the 5th today. So yesterday I was supposed to do a May the 4th Be With You special with Star Wars. We're going to watch the original theatrical version of Star Wars. Excuse me. But I couldn't do it because I wasn't well. So I've put that off until the proper Star Wars day, which is May the 25th, which is when the original Star Wars was released in cinemas in America on May the 25th, 1977. So I'm going to do it then. Thankfully, that's also happens to be on a Saturday. So we'll do it then. It'd been better if it were a Monday, but never mind. But, right. So, that's that. Tonight, I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to try and start the... I'm going to try and... Well, I'll start the stream, see how we go on. I'm going to do live sketch time, number 10, where it looks like I'm going to be drawing Nichelle Nichols, who plays Lieutenant and Commander Uhura in Star Trek. So I'll be drawing her later if I don't have a massive relapse. But I'm going to set up the stream and we'll see how we go. Right, so we'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, wherever you are. Look after each other, and until next time, I'll say